On the list, we got Mrs. Way Too Bougie. I ain't gonna lie, I can't stand a woman that's way too bougie, bro. This is the type of girl that's too good for anything, leaving us as the men never feeling good enough.
And those are the girls that leave you broke. Like, leave you broke with a capital B, leave you poor.
Mrs. Too Insecure. The
sad.
only way you could truly satisfy a woman like this is if you walked around blindfolded everywhere with a t-shirt with her face on it.
I disagree with that. There is no satisfying woman. I know he's probably saying jokes or something like that. There is no satisfying her. That's the craziest part about it. There is no satisfying her in the slightest. She's going to sit there and always be her because that's just her, and she's just cooked up here mentally. She's cooked, like T Banks say. She's cooked.
What is your cause? Please enlighten our audience. What do you want?
Alright, y'all. I'm back with another banger for y'all young boys today, man. And hey, man, I'm back with another special reaction video for y'all young boys today, man. Sorry, y'all. Today we're reacting to 7 types of girls you shouldn't date by the homie Berto. I reacted to a couple of his videos before, and he showed me love on those videos. He commented, bro. He gave me some very good words and positive words of affirmation, stuff like that. He's a really cool guy. You should really check out his videos and stuff like that. And thank you again. Thank you, Berto, for your support. Really appreciate you, and I love your videos, man. I hope you continue to flourish also, bro. But yeah, we're reacting to his video today, and he's probably going to drop some dimes and really good advice today. So alright, y'all, before we get into the video, y'all, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Y'all new, y'all. Let's get into the video, man.
What is the perfect girl? The perfect woman? What does she look like?
And he's cultured.
How does she act? These are the million-dollar questions that all us men ask ourselves at some point in time.
You put Ice Spice up there
for
too?
Most of us, the perfect girl looks a little bit different for everybody. You might like your girl thick in all the right places, and some men like them real thin and fun in the right places. Some of y'all like girls that can cook and clean, and some of y'all like women that are just a little bit more athletic so you can gym.
And you know what? He's speaking truth right here. Physically, everybody has their preference, bro. And I think people need to realize that about each other, bro. That there's different strokes for different folks, bro. Like, in general, physically, everybody can find certain girls attractive, or everybody can find these other certain girls attractive. There's probably dudes out there that look at Ice Spice right now and think that she's fat. Like, I heard dudes sit there and think that Ice Spice is fat and unattractive. I heard dudes sit there and think Jennifer Lopez is just a 2 or something like that. Like, dudes have different strokes for different folks, bro. Everyone has different physical preferences and stuff like that. Heck, I heard people sit there and say they'll take down Glorilla before they take down Ice Spice. You know what I'm saying? So it's different strokes for different folks, man.
Gym with them, but still just feminine enough to call them your little baby. As men, we like what we like.
We like what we
like,
man.
Your perfect girl might look a lot different from mine. But if there's one thing I know for sure, there's a long list of things that most of us men universally hate in women. And more than likely, if she does any of these things, we don't want nothing to do with her. So
right, he's right. So like, universally, like, everybody might have their different physical preferences, but like, everyone can agree, like, personality wise, there's some icks that we all hate. You know what I'm saying?
My ladies, take your notebooks out. It's time to go to class. And for my fellas, I know a lot of y'all about to relate to this shit, because this is 7 types of girls you should not date.
Facts.
Up first on the list, we got Mrs. Way Too Bougie. I ain't gonna lie, I can't stand a woman that's way too bougie, bro. This is the type of girl that's too good for anything, leaving us as the men never feeling good enough.
And those are the girls that leave you broke. Like, leave you broke with a capital B, leave you poor. Those the ones be sitting there saying 50-50, the online as a man. Those are the as a man. Those are the ones that want to tell you your role. They say, as a man, you should be doing this, and this. As a man, this. You should be doing this, and this. They're the ones to tell you how to be a man, you know what I'm saying, like that, and make you feel as though that you're less of a person because you're not providing for their lifestyle, or they feel as though you're not doing enough. Their definitions of what a man should be is being forced upon you. And that is a big ick for a lot of men. That's probably why all these podcasts that cannot shut up and keep spreading like wildfire are going, like, it's still popping up today, man.
You could take her to dinner and spend your whole goddamn paycheck trying to impress her on Valentine's Day, but she over here complaining because you didn't spend enough. It's her
Right.
birthday and you just bought her a dozen roses. But she could care less because you didn't buy the brand of roses that's currently trending on TikTok. You see,
Right.
there's virtually nothing you can do to
make her
impress
happy.
this type of woman. The only reason she started dating your dumbass in the first place is because she thought you were an again of higher stature. Or she probably thought you had a lot of money. They're only
Which is why you should never lead with money when you're dating around in general. That be a lot of dudes like problem and things of that nature. And I hate when people sit there and be talking about money. So, oh yeah, you need to sit there and have money, this, that. No. You should not lead with money, or you should not lead with your status and stuff like that. You should just be yourself and be humble, because if you don't, you're going to end up with a woman like her. Because you're going to raise the standard all the way up here, and then when she actually gets to know you, bro, it's going to be real sad, bro. It's going to be real sad. You're going to get a rude awakening. Because the moment you sit there and have a bad day, or you're in a bad little gap in your life, bro, she gone. She hitting the road. She hitting the road, bro, and you're going to be sitting there sad and lonely.
looking for what they can gain financially and for higher status in life. That's the only thing this type of woman wants out of a relationship. Listen, my young kings, read the signs. Stay away from these
telling
type
y'all
of women.
facts.
Look, I think it's really important as a man that we do the best we possibly can for our woman. But at the end of the day, you want a woman that appreciates you for your hard work and effort. I feel like that's fair. Regardless, next on the list we got Mrs. Too Insecure. The fact is, all human beings have insecurities in some way, shape, or form. But today we're talking about women with insecurities. And even though that's okay, but a woman that is too insecure, well, that's just a recipe for disaster, my
Yep.
boy. This is the type of woman who's gonna start a fight with you at dinner because you happen to look in the eyes of your... Go sit down.
Oh, is that a Doberman? That's so cute. Is it a Doberman Pinscher? I feel like that's a Doberman Pinscher, bro. W dog, man.
This is the type of woman that's going to start a fight with you at dinner because you just so happen to look into the eyes of your waiter, who also just so happens to be a female. Why were you talking to our waiter? I saw the way you were looking at her. I knew you didn't need
See, and a big thing about insecurity, there's a giant difference between insecurity and having boundaries. And that's what a lot of people get conflated and confused. Like, boundaries is something reasonable. Something reasonable that is said beforehand and is actually doable. Like, a boundary could be, I don't want you to sit there, or I don't feel comfortable you spending the night over your guy friend's house. You know what I'm saying? That could be a good boundary. Or I don't feel comfortable with you posting half naked pictures of yourself online. You know what I'm saying? That's a good boundary. Like, those are boundaries, but that they said at the beginning of a relationship and they're not cool with it, then y'all part your ways or something like that. But if you're sitting there tripping because I slightly glanced into another girl's eyes for like 2 seconds, bro, because people just sometimes stare. I have a terrible staring problem. I stare, I look, I glance all the time. You could be the ugliest person in the world, I'll just look for a second. Or you could be a plain piece of bread, I look for like 2 seconds. You know, it has nothing to do with attraction, nothing like that. It's just a slight glance you can just do, and it just happens. That's the difference. Insecurity is something unreasonable and crazy like this. This is insecurity. I'm glad that Berto brought this example up because, yeah, there's a huge difference between the two.
even love me. Like what? I'm sorry I spoke to another female in your presence. Trying to order
Right.
food for the both of us, by the way. That I'm paying for. Like, damn, cut a nigga some slack. This type of woman's
Right.
always gonna make a problem out of everything. And these problems are always gonna stem from her insecurities. Constantly comparing herself to others. Seeking petty sympathy out of her partner.
So
the
sad.
only way you could truly satisfy a woman like this is if you walked around blindfolded everywhere with a t-shirt with her face on it.
I disagree with that. There is no satisfying one. I know he's probably saying jokes or something like that. There is no satisfying her. That's the craziest part about it. There is no satisfying her in the slightest. She's going to sit there and always be her because that's just her, and she's just cooked up here mentally. She's cooked, like T Banks say. She's cooked. There's nothing else. There's nothing you can do. Y'all gotta go your separate ways. She gotta work out her own mental problems, bro. That's just all you can do. Just let her just go her separate way and she work out her problems. It'll be better for you in the long run, bro. Trust me.
Everybody know that she is your girlfriend at every waking moment. Trust
Sad.
me, boys. It ain't worth it.
It
For
ain't worth
third place, we got Mrs. Too Ratchet. Or Too Ghetto,
Oh,
whatever
gosh.
you want to call it. It's the same thing. Now for this one, I do recognize, depending on the type of nigga you are and your background, you might
Yeah.
actually like this.
That's my thing too, because like for that one, some dudes like it. I don't know why. Some dudes enjoy it, some dudes like it. Some dudes like that type of personality and things of that nature. But hey man, like Different strokes to different folks. For this one, it's like I'm in the middle with, because I don't personally like it, but I know some dudes that would wife them. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. I can agree that's probably not good for you, but you know, everyone has different opinions about this one.
But I'm gonna go ahead and strongly assume that most men don't.
I would hope
because
so too,
in my
right?
experience, these women are over masculine and very aggressive. And I get it. Trust me,
bro.
Girls can be tough too. That's fire. There isn't anything wrong with that. But a woman that's just too ratchet is universally a problem. Let me explain. I personally don't like.
On a side note, bro, Berto, your hand tats are fire. Like, I'm looking at your tattoos on your hands, bro. Those joints are clean, brother. Like, I'm just been looking at your hands, paused the whole time, bro. And your hand tats are fire. Like, I didn't even know that you had both hands done. But your joints look fire. I got like a little sleeve right here, as you got. Y'all already know I'm tatted up all the way to my chest, stuff like that. But he got his hands tatted, and that joint look fire. Just side note, brother.
Like going to clubs. That's not really an activity that I partake in, at least not willingly. But one night, one of my homies was able to convince me to come with him to experience it for the first time. And I'm a firm believer that experience is important in life.
Okay.
So I agreed. I could give you the scope of that full experience on another video, but as we were waiting in line to get inside this club, there was this huge 6'10" Hulk looking nigga. I'm talking monstrous, bruh. Buddy was pushing through the line to get to the front, and I'm not gonna lie, he wasn't being polite about it. He was damn near shoving niggas to get the way.
I hate people
But me
like
personally, I'm not about to fight somebody over that shit.
Right,
I don't know
line,
him, and
no
I don't
spot
know
line.
his situation. So a nigga happened to brush shoulders with me, just a little bit more aggressive than I'd like. It's not that big of a deal. Call it what you want, but it ain't that deep. I got a life to live, and I got goals to achieve. I wasn't about to get my skull crushed in over a club night that I damn near didn't even want to be at in the first place. So I need you to believe how perplexed I was when I saw this couple in front of me that happened to get shoved by this guy when he was pushing through the...
Oh my god, I feel like I know exactly where this is going. I feel like... Ah, it makes sense. Okay, I feel like I know where Berto's going with this, bro. I feel like I know exactly where he's going with this, bro. Because I think he's about to say that this certain type of woman right here will have you crashing out. They're the ones that gas you up to crash out and then leave you as soon as you get arrested. I think that's where he's going with this, bro. And he's right. I think this is not a universal thing that is like not wanted, because I feel like there's a lot of dummies out there that date these women often. And as you see from these celebrities, there's a lot of celebrities and just crash outs in the hood that end up doing biz over these type of women right here. This is the woman that like one of the most dangerous archetypes right here, because they are desired. They do be in relationships. They do be baby mamas and all that other stuff, bro. But they're the ones that will get you like locked up. You will go to prison over these shorties. This is the one you need to avoid the most, low key, bro, because they will have you crash out. I feel like she about to sit there and say, you just gonna let this dude just sit there and push us and stuff like that? You just gonna let him do that to us, and he gonna get knocked out because of that, bro? Because of her wanting him to crash out. I feel like that's exactly where it's going.
Line, and when I tell you this Mexican girl, bro, just started yelling, "Oh hell nah, you not about to cut us in line, you ugly gorilla ass nigga."
Yes.
Her boyfriend's face was full of shut the fuck up. Please! I could just tell that this wasn't the first sticky situation that his girls put him in because she had a loud mouth. Always trying to start problems and shit with people. Problems that he, as the man, now has
I gotta solve it
now.
now.
Yeah, I watched that nigga get his ass beat that night because his
No.
loudmouth girlfriend couldn't contain herself. I really could go on the ratchet girl for days because, bruh, I just think it's funny how these type of people, they pick fights with people and make things such a big deal over and over and over again. It seems to be like a pattern in their personality, right? But when it comes down to it, the boyfriend is always the one that has to pick up the slack on a fight that they started. As a man, you're supposed to protect your woman. That's a fact. But your woman also shouldn't be putting you in positions to be fucked up all the time. Like, at that point, that's kind of a burden. You know what I'm saying? With that being said,
like I said, bro, this type of one right here will have you crash out, get you even prison, hospital, or with the soldiers. You know what I'm saying? With Buddha. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes, bro. And you need to avoid them at all costs. They're desired by many, but they're fool's gold, bro. Cause they be looking good. This is one of those archetypes that could look good. They could look really, really good, bro. and they could be sitting there have their ways and sitting there getting you feeling some type of way, bro. They get you in your feelings the most real fast, bro. I'm telling y'all, stay away from them though.
Ghetto bitches, that's a no-go for me, man. Now in fourth place, we got the girl who only has a big mouth in front of the homies. Now before we dive too deep on that, as a man, you gotta know how to man up and take a joke. There's absolutely nothing wrong with a girl that has some personality that decides to make fun of you in front of your friends. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I actually think that's a pretty healthy characteristic you want to have in your woman. You want to be able to enjoy her company, especially around your friends and shit. Like a girl with no personality and humor, that's boring. Who wants that? Like I had this one girl I was dating that would always crack the same joke in front of my friends, bro. I hated that joke. I always say I looked like Sid from Ice Age.
You know what? Nah, you don't look. I've seen worse. I think Glorilla looks more like Sid than you, bro. Like she got you beaten at the apartment. I could see it slightly, bro. But your shit violating, bro. You should violated with that joke, bro. Cause you know what? At the end of the day, though, when she says that joke, you're like, but I still beat though. You still with me though. You smash and sit the sloth. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you can say against that one. But she wild for that. She wild. I'm like, yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like, she the type of girl that always got jokes when it comes around your homies or something like that. That can get annoying too, bro.
When people say that. The reason I hate it is because people say it so much. Apparently it's true. I don't see the resemblance, but it is what it is, I guess. So
it's very small, Berto. Like, it's not as bad as like you think. I get called Corey Kenshin a lot. Everyone says I look like Corey Kenshin, like when I have my fro out and stuff like that. I don't think I look that much like Corey Kenshin, but I don't think you look that much like Sith the Slav, bro. I think she gassed it, bro. Maybe you had a nut cut back then, like your locks kind of like changed your aesthetic too, but I don't think you look that much like them, you know.
In front of people would laugh, and it was a good time. There's no harm in that. Even though it kind of like poked fun at me a little bit, I think that's cool. I'm never gonna be mad at my girl poking fun at me, or anyone at that matter. Okay. Like niggas need to know how to take it. But what is absolutely unacceptable is a woman that always makes it her life mission to disrespect you in front of your peers. Why does she feel the need to air out all your personal business in front of the homies? That ain't cool. Because when y'all alone, she's always super nice, super cuddly, talking about how you're her rock and all that goo goo gaga bullshit. But when your homeboys pull up, she talking about, Berto told me he don't even like you niggas. He talk shit about y'all all day. Whoa. First off,
she violated.
If I have a personal issue with one of my homies and I come home to vent to you, my woman, my supposed left hand and rock, and tell you some shit in confidence because you're my girlfriend, I don't expect you to blow the spot up when I'm hanging with my boys. Or even worse, this is the type of girl that's gonna start just saying absolute lies. Like bullshit trying to be funny in front of people. But there's a difference between funny and disrespect.
Men, I'm gonna let y'all know in general, don't tolerate no type of disrespect at all. Growing up, my father told me, first time someone disrespects you, make it their last time. Because once they get comfortable disrespecting you, it will increase over time and you're going to get in a position where you have to crash out. You never want to get in a position where you feel like you have to crash out. So first time she disrespects you, especially in front of your homies, you leave her right there. You don't go back. I don't care how good the butt is or nothing like that, bro. You go back and realize there's better shorties out there, because there's no love in a relationship if there's no respect. She obviously does not respect you if she's willing to air out something you told her in confidence and private, no matter what. And this is not an all-woman trait. I hear a lot of dudes sitting there saying, oh, all women do that. They'll all sit there, betray you, and sit there. No. Maybe the type of woman you're getting, but there are good women out there that will not disrespect you. You just need to find you a woman that actually respects and cares for you.
Talking about, oh, this nigga, he ain't shit. His pee small and his stroke game weak. And he sucks my toes. And I spend all his money. And he won't do shit about it because he kind of be acting like a shit for real. I get you trying to put on a show for the boys right now, but you're really just making yourself look bad, and now nobody likes you. Because all you doing is capping your ass off. Now in fifth place, we got one that's kind of two-sided again, depending on the type of guy you are.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I don't think it's good to date a girl that's too damn horny. Like me personally, I'm always down for some freaky time. That's cool. Especially if it's with your significant other. But when it starts to get a little bit like, everywhere, anywhere, that's all they think about 24/7, and they applying pressure. You shopping in the middle of Target. She trying to go crazy. You having a family dinner with her parents for the first time. She trying to go crazy in the bathroom. You stuck in traffic on the freeway?
I can see. Yeah, I can see how that's annoying, but to each his own with that one. To each his own. To each his own. I'm not gonna sit there. It depends. It really depends. It really depends. It depends how bad it is. And like it depends on a guy's like libido too. Cause like if they're on the same mission or same motion, something like that, and as long as they don't, if they never get caught or something like that, then I don't see the problem with it. As long as she's not cheating on you because you don't feel like it, that's one. Or two, as long as y'all both on the same page when y'all want to do this stuff. Like it, yeah, I feel like she's just not your cup of tea then. Like she's just not your cup of tea if that's the case then. Because there's some guys that probably just love to be with her, especially, you know, if she's trying to give the nya all day, every day, everywhere, every type of place. And I like being everywhere, you know, doing my thing. But, you know, I can understand how that gets annoying if you're not always on that tight timing.
Fuck it, the cars ain't moving anyway. You at church in the middle of a Sunday service. Stop, pick up the Bible, pray, and ask for forgiveness. Look, man, in all seriousness, this one on the list, it's not that big of a deal, right?
Yeah,
there are definitely worse things.
Yeah,
but I
definitely.
really do think it's pretty annoying when a woman
I have to be honest, I feel like she's the most tolerable one on the list, bro. She's most, as long as she's not cheating on you, you know, when you say no, she's not willing to go and do it with someone else then, or she's not doing something like that. But that just goes back to just respect, you know? And that means she falls in multiple types. But if that's her only problem, that she always want to hunch, I'd rather deal with that than like any of the other problems on the list.
is only driven by sex. Like, she don't got no substance to her, you know what I'm saying? Outside of getting nasty, what value does she provide? You could barely hold a
that's
straight
her only
conversation
trait, then
with
yeah,
her
that's
without
bad.
her trying to unbuckle your pants. Me personally, I want a woman that also has a good head on her shoulders.
Fair enough.
No pun intended.
But having that type of head is also good.
Sixth place, the pathological liar. This one
No one
doesn't
likes a
need
liar.
that much explaining. Nobody likes a liar.
Nope.
And if you're dating a woman that lies about everything, I'm talking about she lies about shit that don't even matter, bro. Like, why are you lying? Hey, babe, I'm just gonna run out and go to the grocery store. I just need to get some stuff. Oh, yeah, for sure. Just be safe. But instead, she snuck off to the mall to go shopping. Like, why did
That's a big red flag, gentlemen. If she's willing to lie about that, imagine what she's willing to lie when she's willing to do when she's saying she going to Miami or something like that. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do nothing. That's the worst. That's one of the worst types. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Bertha, you might have had to move that one up. You might have had to move that up on the list because a pathological liar, bro. If you're just lying for no reason, bro, I can just imagine what the truth is, bro. You know what I'm saying? If the lies have to be always and frequent, bro, I can just imagine what the truth actually is, man.
you lie? I don't understand what the point of lying is.
Right.
If you want to go shopping, just
Go
go
shopping.
shopping. I do realize that some niggas just lame as fuck. They're control freaks, which ultimately leads to women lying about everything. But me personally, I don't give a fuck what my girl wants to do. Do what you want to do, love. Just keep it real with me so I can do the same. Because there's nothing worse than being in a relationship that you can't even trust
the person
with the
you with.
little things. Like, it's almost better to know that my girl is a cheating bitch. Because if that's her truth, at least you know, nigga, it ain't no surprise. But when she just a
But like that's the thing, like cheaters be liars. No one's just gonna straight up go to you and like, oh yeah, I'm cheating on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? She could be both. She could be a cheating liar. You know, that's my whole point. She could be sitting there saying, oh yeah, we just gonna be chilling in Miami. We ain't gonna be doing nothing. We just gonna be chilling with my homegirls and stuff like that. And now the next thing you know, she's in like a 20v1 video. You know what I'm saying? The next thing you know, she going viral on social media, bruh. Wildin'. But you know, yeah.
lying, motherfucker. There's not much you can do because you don't even know. So if you're dating somebody that just be lying for no reason, I'm talking white
Even if it's
lies
just
left
small.
and right, like it's uncontrollable, it ain't worth it, bro. Leave her. Number 7.
Last one.
but not least, arguably the worst on this
me
list.
see.
Because if you're subject to this type of woman, you honestly need to look in the mirror and figure out what is going on in your life. I'm talking about Mrs. Control Freak. She's a no-go, my boy. Now, before I start bashing Mrs. Control Freak, I'm not on that red pill, blue pill bullshit. I don't put myself in a
Yeah, I
box
agree with
and
that.
submit my life to shit like that. I live my life on what I think is important based off experiences that I've had and experience and things that I've learned from other people. Male figures that I look up to in my life. I think way too many people get too caught up in the red pill, blue pill bullshit because
Yeah, that's why I said that at the beginning of the video, bro. Like, that red pill, blue pill, that dating manosphere, or all that stuff, all the podcast people have ruined in a lot of dating. It really has, and it's getting crazy out there, bro. Just live your life through your own lenses and your own experiences. I do agree that there's some universal rules and tips and tricks. I feel like when it first started, when red pill first started, and it was generally about men just improving their lives and actually because bettering themselves and navigating the world of dating, basically just getting dad talk. You know, that's what red pill started off with, getting a talk from your dad actually how to be a man and sit there and learn how to navigate women and how to better yourself in the gym and all this other stuff. When it first started, it was good, but then people sat there and got their hands on it that had no business being in a conversation, you know, and that's when stuff turned bad, bro. And that's when tough stuff turned bad, bro. And I just can't rock with none of them. I can't rock with none of them, bro. They all just sat there and just took the movement and just turned it into something just a hate woman movement or a hate man movement. Like, it's just so sad to see because it actually had a good purpose or intentions at some point, you know? So it's just very sad to see, man.
if you're a nigga with a brain, you understand that you can agree with some of the things that somebody says
Yeah.
and disagree with other parts of what somebody says. You
You're
don't
right.
need to pick a side indefinitely. I don't know why everybody wants shit to be so black and white. Apply the shit that you like and don't listen to the shit that you don't like. Because the truth is, there's good and bad on both fucking sides. So one thing that I think is super important in a relationship is having a level of equal respect. I think a woman traditionally should look up to her man, look at you for guidance, inspiration, protection, help. The list can go on forever. And I also think the woman should provide a lot of values that are also equal to some of the things I just said. Regardless, we need each other. I might be better at this, she might be better at that. When we
Right.
come together, it's supposed to be this big, great thing. But what is absolutely unacceptable, bruh, is when some of you niggas get carried around on a leash by your girl, bruh. Come on,
I agree.
man. I hate seeing that shit.
I hate saying
Man
it too.
up, bruh. I'm talking about.
But the thing is, you know, there's some dudes out there that like it though. You know, there's some dudes that like being told what to do. They like having a second mother. I don't know why. I don't know what past issues or past things they've been through, bro. There's some dudes that like being told what to do and like being controlled, bro. I mean, to each his own with that one too, because I don't think it's cool. I think yeah, as a man, you shouldn't be sitting there just getting dragged around like that dog or that leash walking video or the picture you just pulled up. I don't think that should be like how you should live life at all. But there's some dudes that like it, bro. And as long as they're okay with it, who am I to judge? But yeah, I me personally, I'm not going for that, bro.
The guys that want to go hang out with their bros for the day, like you want to just get some alone time away from your woman. You want to just go do you for a second. But your girl said, no, you need to stay here and rub my feet. And the worst part is,
They do it.
listen, my nigga.
They do it. They do it.
You played yourself, bro. As much
Cook-
as I want to tell you to stay away from this type of woman, if you as a man find yourself in these type of scenarios, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You need to take a look in the mirror because you got some work to do. Because we got to call a spade a spade. If you acting like a bitch,
I'm gonna tell you.
she's going to treat you like one.
Yeah.
It's really important to listen to your girl, especially if she's a good girl. A lot of times, girls are smarter than us. But the difference is, you need to be listening to a woman who respects you as a man and not the woman that just wants you to do her bidding. At the end of the day, be a man, find the right.
Yeah. To sit there and capitalize what Berto was saying, bro, like, yeah. I personally do not believe in that you should be getting dog walked by your partner. Male or woman, I mean, I feel like, especially as a man, you shouldn't just be sitting getting dog walked and controlled and sitting there, you can't go out with your friends, you can't do this, that, or third. If you want to do that, bro, you do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's his kink or something. Some dudes be having kinks that like that, bro. If you want to do that, that's cool. But if he don't realize that he being controlled, then yeah, that's when he needs to take a look in the mirror. If he knows he's being controlled, he likes it, it's his kink. You know, you do you, brother. You do you. Some dudes need like aggressive shorties like that, but me personally, I don't. But yeah, that's just to each his own. But alright, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. I hope y'all sit there and support go ahead and support Berto too. He's a really cool dude, bro. He's a really, really cool dude. I enjoy his content. I hope to sit there. I look forward to sitting there and watching some more videos of his in the future, bro. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe if y'all new, y'all. I'm out, y'all. Peace.